Hi, this is Elisha Graham, also known as CoCo, and you have just tuned in to CoCo Cafe TV. We're kicking off today to talk about something that I think so many people struggle with, and it's the issue of moving past fear into faith to realize your life goals. How many of you can relate to that, having maybe 1, 2, even 3 goals or passions, projects, experiences that you want to go after, but you just can't seem to move forward in it? I truly believe that each of us is created with a unique set of gifts and talents that we are supposed to use to influence the world. It doesn't matter how large or small our circle of influence is, we are still meant to be an influencer in that space. It doesn't matter if you're a corporate CEO, a manager, a stay-at-home mom, a student, even a ditch digger. You have a special gift that you are meant to give out into the world, and it's time to move forward into that. Speaking of what your current job is, I want to just touch on that for a minute because I hear so many people kind of putting down where they are. They might say, oh, I'm just a mom, or I'm just a teacher, or I'm just a cashier. It doesn't matter what you're doing right now. You need to stand boldly in that space and recognize that you're in the exact place that you're supposed to be at this moment. It doesn't mean that there aren't bigger things ahead of you, but don't put down where you are right now. Embrace where you are and enjoy the process of moving forward. Now, let me get back to our topic of moving forward. I have a few tips that I want to share with you that I really believe will help you to move forward, to be more empowered, to be more successful, and to really give out your passions and your gifts in the way that you were designed to do. My first one is clearly identify what your goal is. You'd be surprised how much clarity and oomph and motivation comes from just really getting specific and clear about what you want to do. And don't just have it in your mind, but write it down. Put it in a place where you can look on it and reflect on it. Number 2, reflect on your why. Why is it that you want to go after these things? Why is it important to you? While many of us strive to make more money and to move up in higher ranks within our job, when we really get down to exploring our passion and why we are doing those things, it oftentimes has little to do with financial gain. And so it's important to really get down to the why, because when the going gets tough, which it will, it's the why that's going to help you come back and get recentered and refocused on that dream and that goal that you are going after. Number 3, go ahead and brain dump in writing all of your excuses. Every single one of them that you've been telling yourself are the reasons why you can't move forward. When you get that list down, I'm going to propose to you that most of those things are complete nonsense. You might have been thinking, I'm too young, I'm too old, I don't know enough, I'm not smart enough, I can't compete. That list goes on and on and on. But those are all complete nonsense excuses. I want you to take that list and burn it. No, really, I want you to get completely rid of that list. Now, there may be some things that you need more information about, that you need to gain a little bit more skill in. Those are legitimate things to write down on your to-do list, but they're not a reason to not get started. Let me give you an example. I have been wanting to start CoCo Cafe TV for a long time, probably well over a year, and I've had every excuse on when I couldn't get started or why I couldn't do it. I would think maybe I'm not photogenic, or I don't have enough to share about, or maybe people wouldn't watch. I mean, the list just went on and on. And in the meantime, while I'm debating all of these things, both of my daughters have launched their own YouTube channels, and they're just moving forward in their passions. My older daughter is into film and media, and so she has a blog where she does critiques, and she also just films about the days and kind of escapades of being a young college student. My younger daughter, who's only 14, has her own beauty channel. and she's filming makeup tutorials and fashion tutorials and makeup hauls, and she's just going out there and pursuing her passion. She has well over 100 subscribers and even just had her first giveaway. And in all of this time, I'm still debating. Needless to say, my girls kind of showed me up and I had to step out and just do it. And it feels really good to go after the thing that I had been at first really hesitant to do. So I want to challenge you to get rid of the excuses and to just leap into it and just see where you can take these things. Number 4, identify 1 or 2 action steps that you are going to put in place right now. Write them down and set a deadline, because without a deadline, those things are just dreams. They're not really goals and they're not going to get you anywhere. So be sure that you make a list that's not too overwhelming, but you set an end date by which you will get those things done. While you are in that process, I want to just caution you about one thing. It's something that I have struggled with, and that's adding a lot of research items to your list. And those things sometimes are just another form of procrastination, and it prevents you from actually taking action. So limit the amount of, oh, I've got to research and look into types of items, and really get to action steps that will move you forward. Number 5, if possible, get an accountability partner. Somebody who's not only going to support you, but it's going to hold you to the things that you said you were going to do. Having a partner with you as you're moving forward will really help to accelerate your growth and your movement in reaching those goals and fulfilling your passion. And you also can be a support to that person as well. So there you have it, 5 quick and easy steps that I think will really help you move forward in reaching your goals and pursuing your passion. It's time to move past fear, get into faith, and really go after your life goals. So I hope this has been helpful to you, and I'd really love to hear back from you. What have you been wanting to pursue that you have been reluctant or afraid to move forward in? What's one big project or goal that you now have set that you're going to take action on? And maybe list and tell me 1 or 2 action items that you are going to complete within the next, let's say, 3 to 4 weeks. I'd really like to hear back from you, so be sure that you leave a comment. Now you might be asking, where do I leave a comment? All the best stuff happens over at my website, cocospeaks.net. There will be a comment section right under the blog post containing this video, and that's where I would love to hear back from you about what you're going to pursue and how you're going to go about it, what those action steps are. So if you like this video, I surely hope so. So I'm going to ask you to please subscribe, like it, and share it with your peeps. And if you want other really great tips, tools, and transforming messages that I only share with those people on my email list, when you're over at cocospeaks.net, be sure to subscribe. It's right on the right-hand column of my website on the front page. Subscribe and you will get these fabulous videos and other tips right in your email, so you'll never have to miss out. Thanks so much for joining me today at cococafetv, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Hi, this is Elisha Graham, also...